Andrei, you're here in Ireland. How are you liking it here so far?
That's fine, I guess. I just didn't see anything, but yeah, nice people. I think everything good so far.
And obviously, we got, the news broke that since Stipe Miocic was injured, he's now going to fight you instead. When and how did you find out about this?
UFC posted, so I find out it.
What was your reaction?
It's a great fight for me.
And did you see, obviously Ben Rothwell, he called you out just a little bit before that, wanted to avenge his loss to you. What was your reaction to that? Did you see that first?
Fight of Ben Rothwell again?
Yeah.
So it's totally up to UFC. If UFC decide to put me against Ben Rothwell, I'm going to fight Ben.
Some people were a little bit surprised that, Stipe Miocic was injured and he gets to fight you. I mean, I think that's why maybe Ben Rothwell challenged you. He felt like he's good to go. He wants to fight directly. Were you surprised that the UFC decided to put you against Stipe Miocic?
Absolutely not. I just wanna fight as soon as possible. I mean, like as often as possible and as soon as possible. And I think it's a great fight for me. He's number 3, I believe, right now. So this is great.
All right. Well, looking at Stipe Miocic as an opponent, what do you feel his strengths and weaknesses are?
He's tough. He's a well-rounded fighter and great hands, and it's going to be a tough fight for me.
When does camp start, or has it started?
Huh?
When does camp start?
Next week.
Next week.
I already kind of start my camp here. I do some stuff like running, shadow box, and all the stuff, just to be ready for my main camp.
And looking at Miocic, like you said, he's a very tough guy. But what do you feel are his weaknesses, if there are any?
You know what I saw. I can't answer right now on this question, but when I'm gonna be in Albuquerque, we're gonna sit down with my coaches and we're gonna find out some weaknesses.
And obviously, with a win over Stipe, where do you think that puts you in the mix then?
Totally up to UFC. They promised me many times already to next fight for the title. Honestly, I don't really care. I'm like other heavyweights can be in the line and earn that possibility to fight for the title, and it doesn't matter. It's just going to be another fight.
So obviously you've been champ before, heavyweight champ before. Then you kind of went through a bit of a crossroads in your.
It was a while ago, and I don't live with the past. I live in the present. I'm looking forward in the future. So forget about that. I was a champion. That doesn't matter at this time. So
I was going to say, I mean, how did you feel? You kind of proved a lot of people wrong. Do you feel like that at all?
I don't care about what people says, and I don't need to prove anyone. I am who I am, and fuck everybody who said a while ago Arlovski done and Arlovski should quit this and that. I don't care. I just do my job, and I wish at this time I was like a little bit younger. But at age 36, I still have a lot of energy. I still have fire in my eyes, and right people, right coaches around me, right teammates, right plate for the camps. My family support me 100%. I'm just ready to go like Nike, just do it.
One of the best fights of the year to date is still your bout with Travis Brown. People have called it one of the best heavyweight bouts in UFC history. And, it was such a wild fight, so back and forward, so crazy. How many times have you seen that fight since it happened? And, how do you feel about it?
Oh, I'm totally happy about that fight. Only one thing I'm not happy. I asked Athletic Commission put gel on my hair, and they didn't let me put gel. It was like it looks like a nest was in my head. So, but otherwise, I don't know, because like gel might go in Travis' eyes, this and that. So I guess from a health point they didn't let me, but it's okay. That's why I decided no more experiment with my hair. But if be serious, of course, I'm really happy how fight went, and we did a good job with my camp, and it was a great camp. It was about, I believe at that time it was about 13 weeks, and we did everything right.
And we've got obviously Werdum versus Velasquez coming up soon. Well, obviously we haven't had a date yet, but obviously you're going to be looking closely at that card. What's your prediction for that?
I don't know, it's going to be a tough fight, and when I saw first time when Velasquez fought Werdum, I thought Velasquez was going to beat him, but unfortunately it didn't happen, and we have heavyweight champion right now, it's Werdum, and of course I would love to fight him. I'm not sure if they're gonna fight even in March. You know, Werdum all the time pulls the fights. They're supposed to fight when in December, January. Now it's March. I'm not sure if they're gonna fight in March. So I don't really care. I'm just care about my own business. I just wanna, like I said earlier, I wanna fight as often as possible.
And obviously you've had a win over Werdum before in the past. So how do you think it would go this time around? If you did get that, if you got that shot.
First of all, it's going to be an interesting fight for UFC. I think we have some history already between me and Werdum, and we'll see.
And how much do you feel you've developed as a fighter since your guys' first fight?
He?
I don't know if they welcome me though.
After that fight, I had a good time. I had a bad time in my career, but I'm right now feel that I'm on the right track, and like I said, with the right people and ready to go. And definitely, Werdum is getting better and better. Since when I first time fought him, his hands unbelievable for his age. We're pretty much in the same age category. He's tough, and no doubt he's tough and he's good. And he's a champion right now. It doesn't matter what people say, what people think about. He's a champion. It's a fact.
Some people were a little bit surprised that Cain Velasquez was given a title shot directly, despite the fact that he was beaten, pretty convincingly. It wasn't like a split decision. It was, a pretty clear-cut submission. Did you feel that it was deserved to give him another title shot directly?
I think who run UFC, they're not stupid. They're smart people. So I guess this rematch makes sense for UFC. So that's why they gave a rematch right away to Velasquez. So it's a big company and they know what they're doing.
We've got Junior Dos Santos versus Overeem coming up. What's your prediction for that fight?
It's going to be an interesting fight for me. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
You can't pick a winner.
Huh?
Can you pick a winner? Who do you see coming up victorious?
Overeem, he's my teammate, but Junior Dos Santos, he's number two right now, and I said it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a tough fight, very interesting fight, and honestly, I'm kind of scared to make a prediction, so I don't know. Ben Ross will beat Overeem, but Overeem, he destroyed his opponent. His knees are unbelievable, his hands heavy and quick, so it's going to be a good fight. So Junior Dos Santos, his boxing unbelievable, so we'll see.
Also, can we get some more predictions from you? Maybe if you can. We've got some big cards coming up. So we've got obviously 194. What's your prediction on Conor McGregor and Jose Aldo?
So it might be probably not right to say that McGregor gonna lose, but I think. Yeah, if I saw his last fight against Mendes, and Mendes took a fight on 2 weeks short notice, so I don't know. But definitely it's going to be an interesting fight. They pumped the fight, and it's going to be tough.
What do you think of Conor then, as obviously a character and as
Listen, it's kind of not my style, but I guess he's doing what either he's really smart or he's really stupid. So, and he act like how he thinks is right to act for him. So it's his. By end of the day, it's his decision. I guess he sold a lot of tickets. He brought a lot of fans for UFC. I think he's doing everything right. It's probably not my style. I'm not gonna do anything like McGregor did, but I guess it's good for UFC, good for him, and so I'm not gonna judge him.
Yeah. Another fight then as well, Rockwell versus Weidman. So what do you think of that? Obviously, a lot of people are thinking it's quite a close one.
I don't know, but definitely it's going to be a very interesting fight for me at least.
Yeah, probably the whole card, I think, and especially that one.
Yeah, and I really hope that Cowboy gonna get his title on December 19th, so it's gonna be good.
And Holly Holm and Ronda Rousey. Did you see the promo for that as well? And what did you think?
Holly Holm, she's my teammate, and she's tough. She's tough, and I'm sure she's trained tough, and she took this fight really seriously, and it's going to be a good fight. We'll see.
Did you see?
I have a new woman champion.
Wow, that's a big statement.
Maybe. I said, listen, I'm not. I never make any predictions, and if I do predictions, I'm usually like wrong. But that's why I'm not doing any predictions. I said I hope, and we'll see. It's going to be an interesting fight because she's my teammate. She's a nice person, so we'll see.
And how has she been looking recently?
I don't know. I was home, but what I've checked pictures on Instagram, and she's trained hard, and she's like really focused.
Is it true that you want?
Thank you.